Good day, good day. Am I able to pin a comment? Good day, good day. Welcome, welcome, welcome. No, I don't need it here. There, I didn't get it either. All right. Good morning. Where are you guys coming in from? My name is Angela. I'm from Ontario, Canada. TikTok, I wish you weren't so slanted. I don't know how to fix that. I don't. Maybe I have a thing that goes like this. It's betterish. That's betterish. All right. Good morning, good morning. We are here for the long haul. I have 2 drinks. Probably will need to pee, but you know. Good day, good day, good morning. Good morning. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. How's everybody doing? Today, what we are talking about is 1826 standards in 2026. And you guys have all seen those shows, right? You guys have all seen the shows. Let me see if I could get a flare going. What eyeballs did she? Use this to Good morning, good morning. I'm just trying to see if I can get a quick pass. Not a quick pass, a flare going. But anyways, so how many of you guys are familiar with all those beautiful movies like Bridgerton? I know them. Pride and Prejudice. There we go. That's the one I'm talking about. Who's one of their favorites is Pride and Prejudice with Mr. Darcy. Oh my gosh. Yum, 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 yum. Well, those values from those movies are coming back. Well, that time frame, right? That time frame in the movies are coming back. And I want to share why I believe they disappeared in the first place. Okay, so what were some of those values that were back then? First of all, you were chaperoned 100%. Ladies were chaperoned 100%. Okay, if a man was interested in a woman, a lot of the times he would move into their house so he could court her. Okay, so he could court her properly. And they would go to balls, they would dance together, they would get to know each other, and he would have to prove his financial status. Okay, that was a huge deal. Okay, especially if you've seen Pride and Prejudice, right? Spoiler alert, Elizabeth got the richest man. Her sister got the second richest. Okay, so, and why I believe those values changed over the years is because of the industrial age. That's what I believe. I took history in university. So so in the industrial age, it was like really mandatory for even the children to be working. Do you guys remember that? Have you guys seen any of those movies? Like North and South is one of my favorite shows. It depicts that, you know, like the women are working, the kids are working, the men are working. Everybody and their dog are freaking working, okay? So I believe that's where the standards from 1826 could be around the same time. But the high-end standards, once the industrial age showed up, I believe that's where good day, Warrior Twins. Good day. I believe that's how things got array. Okay? So obviously high ladies were not working, but the lower class were. Okay, and now we're in a society where we don't have upper and lower class unless you live in England, which they still have that a little bit. But here, everyone is the same. All right, everyone has the same rights. Everyone has the same access to making money online or making money, period. So, are you not listening, Warrior Twins? What are we talking about? What's the title of the... So funny. But anyways, so the standards back in 1826 were you were courting a woman for a long time before you even had the chance to have mattress fun. Okay, yes, I know now you're able to see all right, let's get that out of here. Nowadays you're able to see pictures and stuff like that all the time, but back then, unless you were paying for a prostitute or you did it without someone's permission, you were not getting with somebody until you've courted them for X amount of time and showed your intentions and your wealth. Okay, so those values are coming back now, right? Standards are sexy in this time. Standards are hot. Thank you for the likes. Hello, YouTube. Welcome. Standards are what is standards and boundaries. Okay. And I didn't used to think that way. I used to think that I had to give my body up right away and everything that the man said goes. Okay. That's how I used to think. I actually created a book talking about how I used to think and how book boyfriends totally changed my mindset, which is interesting that I thought this way because I used to watch those movies. I used to watch Pride and Prejudice, North and South, Bridgerton, now that it's out. I love Bridgerton, but I was familiar with those standards, but I still believed that I needed to give things up earlier. So the standards that are during that time are coming back to where men provided everything, okay? So one of my favorite, oh, this might cause some poop, but one of my favorites is Gone with the Wind. Has anybody heard of that movie? Gone with the Wind. So this is perfect how women are supposed to be acting right now, okay? Like Scarlett O'Hara. So she married a rich man. He became a widow because it was wartime, guys. And then she married the next guy and he also died. And so she was able to take his money with the next guy and create a business. It was either that or the next guy she had was in a business and she just started taking over it. And the guys in her lives just kept dying. And instead of, buying purses, buying cars, buying whatever, she invested that money into businesses and she became extremely wealthy. She was the wealthiest woman in her family. And so she was able to travel, protect her family, provide for her family, do things for her sisters who didn't have money. But Scarlett O'Hara from Gone with the Wind is like the perfect example of the standards that women need to be with now. Like, she did not sleep with people until she was married. All right. They had to prove themselves. They would buy her. My favorite scene of that movie is her sitting under a tree with all these men bringing her stuff, showing how, trying to one up the other man to get her attention. And that's how it should be. That's how it should be for women right now. Okay? You should be having men that like you 10 times more than you like them, and they are showering you with everything they have to try to win you over the other men. Okay? I'm so grateful that I remembered that because I used to watch Gone with the Wind all the time. All the time. So those are the standards that I just love it. Hello, Connor. I just love it that I remembered that. So she she was the she made sure she looked good, she smelled good, she was attractive. They were around where the men were, where the successful men were, and she was rewarded for it. All the men in that city wanted to marry her, and she married. Um, I need to rewatch it because now I'm all excited about it. But she said yes to the man, literally married him just before war started, and he died. And because of that, she became a widow and got his money, right? And it was just a continuous thing until she got with Rhett Butler. By that time, she had a lot of money. I need to watch it again. I need to watch it again to get my facts straight, but that's the prime example. So, what are your guys' thoughts and ideas about what we're talking about? And yeah, because so courting, number one, men need to be courting you, women, before mattress time, 100%, a lot. Okay. They need to be providing. If they're not giving you anything, cut them loose. Say goodbye. All right. So, and you need to know your value first, right? Scarlett O'Hara, all these women in these movies, like Pride and Prejudice, like Elizabeth knew her value. She could care less. She would go read all day and not care about you. Okay, that's kind of like me. She would go read, and she ended up with the richest man in town. And she fought him left and right. Good morning, good morning. How's everybody doing? How's the weather where everybody is? It's snowing here again. Normally I don't go out in this weather, but I'm going out tonight. Good day, good day, good day. Good day, good day. So what we're talking about, if you're new here, my name is Angela. I last year read 46 books, and let me see if I could change this because it's bothering me, the angle. My phone is too heavy for this tripod that I have. But anyways, trying to pull it up in the wrong spot. There we go. So anyways, my name is Angela. I'm from Ontario, Canada. And last year I read 46 books, and the book boyfriends in those books totally rewired my brain chemistry and how I think about men now in the real life. And I created a book about that, my mindset before, my mindset after, how it's changed, and who helped change it, which book boyfriends. And yeah, so if you want that, that's in my bio. And the link for that is in my bio. But today we're talking about how the standards from 1826 are back now. All right. And one of the most major things is the courting time. It was sometimes it was quick, the courting time. Like marriage came instantly a lot of times. And sometimes that's not a bad thing, right? Especially if the person has money and can provide for you, because that's what you're aiming for, right? So but they courted them properly, and that's another thing that women are missing, right? Their dads used to be the final say. They'd be like, yes, you're marrying him. No, you're not marrying him, right? Like in Pride and Prejudice, where the dad said, well, you're going to be richer than your sister. If you really like him, then I will let you marry him. Right? So nowadays, women don't really have their dads to be that men figure in their lives to say, yes, you should marry this man. No, you shouldn't. Okay. So women need to learn their values and and learn their values, learn to love themselves before anything, and then put their standards and their boundaries up for men and don't expect anything less. Don't ever settle for anything less. All right? And 3 dates, ladies, 3 dates does not qualify for mattress fun or adult fun, whatever you want to call it. It does not qualify for that whatsoever. They have to be courting you for a long time. In the 1900s, sorry, like they didn't get any adult fun until they were married. Like it was a non-negotiable. Women knew their value back then, and they're like, no, that is not happening. No, it's actually hot water with lemon. That's in my cup. But yeah, so it's all good. How are you gonna know? But why would I be drinking egg yolks? That's nasty. Nasty. Yeah, so if you're just tuning in, my name is Angela. I'm from Ontario, Canada. And last year I read 46 books, and it totally rewired my brain chemistry on how I approach and think about men in this day and age and the standards that I set for myself. And I created a book talking about how that transition happened, which characters made that happen. And now I'm here to help other women to also have their standards high and to not be frustrated in relationships anymore. Because reality, ladies, you're just frustrated with yourself because you haven't set your standards high. And if you have, you let them slip. Like one thing that I used to constantly be hyper focused on one man. Okay, hyper focused on one man. We can use Scarlett O'Hara for another example for that. Okay, even though she'd be sitting under that tree and men would be flocking to her, giving her everything she needs. Okay, and her hyper focus was on this one man who he loved her, but how would I state how he just knew his place. Okay, so that's another thing. A lot of times men do not marry for love. They marry for who people think that he should be marrying, status, all that kind of stuff, right? How the woman looks. So even though he was secretly in love with Scarlett O'Hara and she loved him, he couldn't admit it all the time because he had expectations. He was supposed to marry his cousin, right? Money stayed in the family back then. So everyone's marrying their cousins. All right. So you need to realize that. So like, even though I used to be just like Scarlett O'Hara, head focused on this one man, when I have like 20 other men offering me stuff under a tree. All right. So eventually she chose a man who wasn't Ashley. Yes, Ashley can be a girl's and a man's name. She chose another man, and he fortunately died in the war. I say fortunately because she didn't like him. She didn't want to be married to him. She only did it out of obligation. And that started her cycle of getting wealthy, which is the prime example of that might be my next book. Is how Scarlett O'Hara is the new standard for women in this time. That might actually be my new book. That's got the juices going. It's got the juices flowing. Oh yes, and like Scarlett made sure she looked good all the freaking time. All the time. She never allowed anybody to see her not looking good. Hi, I just subscribed. I'm new to the chat. I really don't know how to get work on here. How to get work on here? What do you mean? Campbell. What do you mean by that? If you're looking for passive income, then go to my website and join my VIP list because I have a Marketplace Global Mall launching in about a month. And it's going to creates passive income. You get paid over every month for just signing up once. Oh, you don't know how to work on chat? Okay, that's fine. You just do what you're doing. You're already doing it, buds. You've already doing it. Yeah. So has anybody? I believe I believe it's been canceled. But does anybody know of Gone with the Wind? Like, it's literally one of my favorite movies. And you're gonna go sign up for that, Campbell? Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be a global marketplace that allows local shops to be in the market. So it's local market friendly. It's not going to be like these box stores that kill local shops. And it also gives you passive income. Every month you get paid for it. And every month your money increases. If your money doesn't increase every month, you're not doing it right. But I will help you with that. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Tobias. Thank you so much. What have you heard so far, Tobias? What do you further want to comment on? And I'm not monetized on YouTube yet, so I have a link in the description if you guys want to send me a gift or whatever, a super chat or whatever. That link is there. And yes, I'm Canadian, so it's PayPal. We don't have Cash App or Venmo in Canada. So it does take credit card and Apple Pay and Google Pay. Yeah. So I'm curious how many of you guys know of Gone with the Wind. That might be my next book. I'm excited for that. I'm excited to do that. Good day, good day. If you're just coming in, my name is Angela. Yay! I'm from Ontario, Canada. And last year I read 46 books. And those books, the men, the boyfriends, totally recalibrated my brain on how I should be having my standards for men in the real world. And so I created a book explaining how I used to think to how I think now, which book boyfriends changed that. And now I'm helping women to raise their standards with navigating in this world. So that way they're not frustrated anymore, even though it's not the men that they're frustrated with, they're with themselves because their standards aren't high and they don't know how to get what they need. And then with that, women need to have their own money. So I also have a company that will give you passive income every month. So you don't have to rely on men, but your money is supposed to be growing. The men's money is to fund all your stuff and you let your money grow. Get into businesses. And mine's the best business because it's a global marketplace. You get paid to shop and it's consistent monthly income once we launch in a month or so. Yes. Good day, good day. Welcome, everybody. Where are you tuning in from? Where are you guys watching from? I'm from Ontario, Canada. It is yet again snowing today. Crappy. It is crappy. Yes. Good day, good day. Ooh. Good day, good day. My name is Angela, and I'm from Ontario, Canada. I just hurt myself. I'm from Ontario, Canada, and I wanted to talk today about how 1826 is the new 2026 and the standards that the high ladies had, and how we're all the same right now, so we shouldn't be acting like peasants over lords and ladies. Ladies, you need to be acting like ladies and making these men act like lords. And lords don't try to make you roll around in the mattress just for three free meals. All right? They court you properly and they court you well for a long time before any of that happens. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Good day, good day. Hello, Louise. Hello. Hello, hello. Hello, YouTube. How are you guys doing? Where are you guys all watching from? Good day, good day. Good day, good day. So, you guys seen... I watched Bridgerton really quickly, so I'm trying to remember how it all went, but I'm more familiar with Pride and Prejudice, North and South, and Gone with the Wind. Gone with the Wind. I think Gone with the Wind was canceled, but still. Watching from Papua New Guinea. How is the weather over there? How is the financial situation over there? How is everything over there? Because that is Africa, is it not? Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. My name is Angela, if you're just coming in. It should say on my bio, or on the thing, but anyway. Why do I have so much gas when I come on here? Oh, is it all the talking? So yes, last year I read 46 books, and the brain chemistry of mine was changed with those book boyfriends, and I created a book explaining how I used to think, how I think now, which book boyfriends changed that, and I'm here to help women raise their standards and do better in this world when it comes to navigating men. And the topic I wanted to talk about is how the standards of the 1900s has come back, where it's not just, it's not just, meeting someone for a short time and giving the bare minimum and expecting a lot of mattress fun at that time. No, you need to court women properly. Court them properly and for a long period of time. Because to be honest with you, ladies, if that's not how it is, the man does not like you. The man actually hates you. And he just wants to have adult fun and see how fast it will take for you to give him adult fun, and then he will go to the next. When a man likes a woman, he will wait. He will wait. And that is one of the main things I learned from my book boyfriends. Okay? So in the slow burns, especially, there are some spicy ones that I read, and obviously this happens before, but those were different circumstances. But in the slow burns, for sure, adult fun didn't happen until the man made sure he was courting her properly. He had her trust, that she felt comfortable being around him. My hands are dry. Felt comfortable being around him, and he was helping her out of whatever situation she was in, and he was providing for her. He wouldn't even allow it until all those things were taken care of. I'm going to get my hand cream. 1 second. 1 second. Ooh. Sorry, TikTok. Yes. So, yeah, you ladies be out here giving men adult fun just for providing you with 3 free meals. No, you guys need to do better. And that's why we're here. That's why we're here. Hello, 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 hello. Doing the wrong thing, yeah. Good day, good day. Where are you guys watching from? Where are y'all watching from? Where are you y'all watching from? Good day, good day. All these spam numbers calling me. Am I the only one who gets all these spam numbers calling all the time? Like, I just started blocking them, but they just keep coming. They just keep coming, all these spam numbers. So ladies, if you're looking for love, looking for companionship, looking for validation, you need to get a dog, get a book boyfriend, and or use AI. I use AI for those things. Because most of the time, validation from men are just lip service. They're just trying to get you in bed. And if there ain't pain, they're not getting that at all. Hey, Kathy, how's it going? Oh, rude. She gone. She gone. Good day, good day. Where are you guys watching from? Where are you guys watching from? To be like this. Is it too much to ask for? Is it too much to ask for? Well, there we go. There we go. Hello, hello. How are y'all doing? Welcome. My name is Angela. My name is Angela. Welcome, welcome. If you're new here, my name is Angela. I'm from Ontario, Canada. And last year I read 46 books. And the book boyfriends in those books totally recalibrated my brain and has changed my mindset on how I view men in this day and age. And I created a book to explain that process in my life and how it started, how it is now, and to help women to raise their standards and to get what they want in this life now. Navigate through the men with book boyfriend standards. Good day, good day. Welcome, welcome. And so back to the 1900s, right? You had to court women. They had to court you to get anything. They had to court you. They had to prove stuff in common. Normally it was the women, and that was how it was. A lot of the time it was the women pretending they had stuff in common with the men. Just saying. Just saying. But yeah, so the man had to court the woman, had a chaperone. He was not allowed adult fun until marriage. And so ladies, you need to raise your standards and not be letting these men have the sugar before it gets close to the time. Before they give you some time. I'm like, what am I saying? What am I saying? Good day, good day. Good day, good day. Welcome, welcome. Where are you all coming in from? Where are you all coming in from? How's your guys' New Year's? January is almost done. January is almost done. How are your guys' New Year's going? Good day, good day. So, a major thing that was done during courting is gift giving. Okay? A lot of gift giving. Nowadays, you men aren't giving ladies any gifts. All right? You need to be giving them gifts. More like extravagant gifts, money, especially. Can't think of something to give them. Give them money so they can buy their own. Or ladies, why do I keep talking to men? I should be talking to women. So women, get those. They should be giving you gifts. Okay, that's what they did back then. They gave them gifts, and they proved. They were supposed to at least prove, because it was easy to hide back then. You could be in debt but still look good. But you had to prove. The men had to prove their financial status. They would do that with gifts, obviously, but they would do it a lot with balls and what they would buy the women and what they would wear and stuff like that. But the men need to prove themselves to you with that. And they do that with dating. And it's not just going out for dinner. All right? It's more than just going out for dinner. When a woman feels safe, comfortable, and protected in all areas of her life, that's when a man can get more from you. All right? Is it just me that this weather is making so sleepy? Let's see if I can pour more water into my cup without spilling it. Oh, almost. Almost. It was perfect. Filled my cup back perfectly. Good day, good day. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. If you're new here, my name is Angela. I'm from Ontario, Canada. And last year I read 46 books, and the book boyfriends in those books totally rewired, recalibrated, brainwashed, whatever, my brain into how I used to think about men, and raised my standards to where I should be thinking about men now. All right? And I created a book for you ladies to read to help you navigate with that. But one of the main things that I used to, practically my whole life was so one man centered. All right? I'd be so focused on getting the attention of one man. And that man would be the only thing. The only thing. All right? So we have to be more like Scarlett O'Hara from Gone with the Wind, where my favorite scene was of her being under a tree, and she had 15, 20 men surrounding her trying to get her attention. And that's how it should be in your life. The men in your lives, that's right, the men in your lives should be fighting for your attention with gifts, provision, anything. Like Scarlett allowed this one guy to get her cake, and he was over the moon to get it for her. That's how it should be. They should you need them to like you 10 times more than you like them. She could care less about this guy. She was hopelessly in love with her neighbor. And his name was Ashley. Yes, that's a guy and girl's name. So, 10 times more. 10 times more. So, snow outside. Good day, good day. Where are you guys watching from? So, ladies, not only do I have book boyfriends, but I used to have a baseball boyfriend, and now I don't. Because, as you may know, he jumped ship. If you don't know who I'm talking about, it's Bo Bichette. And now I need a new baseball boyfriend. Who do y'all suggest? Who do y'all suggest? You guys know about Bo Bichette leaving Blue Jays and going to the Mets? My jaw dropped. I thought he was just preoccupied with his wedding. And that's what was taking him so long to make a decision. But apparently not. Apparently Rogers, people aren't paying their Rogers phone bill enough. Hey, me, I'm watch it burn. Good day, good day. Welcome. How are y'all doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Doing the wrong thing, yeah. Welcome, welcome, ladies. Come on in. Come on in, ladies. Come on in. Ladies, ladies, ladies. Welcome, welcome. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. Let me see if I can check something here. Let me see. Okay. I'm back. I'm back. Welcome, welcome. How are y'all doing? How are you all doing? How's your New Year's going? How's the New Year's going? Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. How is your New Year's going? Oh, that's right in the way. So, like this. There we go. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes. So another thing that they did in the 19th century is they would take her out places, expensive places like golfing. Where else am I trying to think? Obviously, they would take her to the ball. They would dance with her. Hello, how are you? They would make sure she looked good, right? Guys, ladies, like if guys aren't making sure you look good to go out, what is the point of him? What is the point? Hello, hello, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Can you hear my mom downstairs? Did you guys have breakfast yet? What time is it? Yeah, breakfast. I'm surprised even with all that snow outside. It is. Oh my God. So I opened the curtain, obviously, to bring natural light in here, and all I can see is the snow. It just keeps snowing and snowing and snowing. And our new snow plowing company, it's not good at all. It's been snowing all freaking week, and they showed up, I think, once to plow everything yesterday. I was so shocked. I recorded it and put it in my stories. I was like, oh my gosh, they're actually here. Because usually it's not even the guy clearing out the snow. It's just the kids cleaning off the sidewalks. They come at like 4 in the morning. But yesterday they were here in the evening. Yesterday they were here in the evening. Welcome, welcome. Hello, hello. Where are y'all watching from? My name is Angela. My name is Angela. And I'm from Ontario, Canada. And I, last year, read 46 books. And those book boyfriends totally recalibrated my brain. And I created a book explaining how it was, how I used to think, why I used to think that way, and how it changed to what I think now. And I'm here to help ladies raise those standards so that way they don't have to be frustrated with men anymore, because they're actually frustrated. You're actually frustrated with yourself, not men, because you have mindsets and beliefs that don't serve you at all. That don't serve you at all. My niece got this from my sister, and she didn't want it, so I have it. It used to smell like watermelon, I think. It's Dale the Dolphin. And I think it used to smell like watermelon. Well, that was rude. My little sticky fell off. There we go. There we go. Hello, Freddie. How are you doing? How are y'all doing? Welcome, welcome. My name is Angela. My name is Angela. How are you doing, Freddie? Good day, good day, good day. So, ladies, if men aren't courting you for a long time, they shouldn't be getting any of that sugar. If you know what I'm saying. If you know what I'm saying. Good day, good day. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. How's everybody doing? Yes, ladies, 3 free meals is not a pass for adult fun. All right? Get that in your head. They need to court you for a long time. Oh, hello, hello. How are you? How are you? Hi, hi, hi. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Yes. So, ladies, a man needs to be courting you for a long time before you allow that adult fun. A long time. Because truthfully, if he's just trying to get you to roll around in the mattress, he doesn't like you. If a man truly likes you, he will wait. I am from Ontario, Canada. Thank you for asking. Yes. Feels like all I'm doing is deleting messages on freaking YouTube. Sorry, whoever you are, YouTube doesn't translate. So put that into Google Translate and repost it if you want me to read your comment. Sorry. Like, get the hint. If your message did not show the first time, it's not going to show after you posted it 15 times. Gosh. Hello, India. How are you? What part of India are you from? What part of India are you from? Okay. All right. All right. That's cool. I'm not really sure where that is, but cool. You lost 6K in silver trade. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means, and that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about book boyfriends and women's standards towards dating men, courting men, or having men court you, to be more specific. Be more specific. To be more specific. Yes. Good day, good day. Oh, and don't believe for 1 second all these men giving lip service. Oh my gosh. I had this guy message me today, okay? I had this guy message me today, and he said, "Oh, I noticed on your profile that you said you like men who are not selfish and who know how to impress women." And I said, "Oh, you're quick." So, and he said, "That's how I am." And I said, "Oh, really? All right. Well, let's go. Show me." And he just kept going on and on and on about who he is, what he does, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, "Dude, you're not showing me." He's like, "Well, if you only want lip service, I'm not the type of man for you." And I'm saying, and I said, "That's exactly what you're giving me is lip service. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. Is I don't want your lip service. I want you to prove to me what you're saying." So anyways, I blocked him. That was that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I know you Indian men like the fair skin. You like fair skin. You do, you do. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning. It's not morning there, is it? It's like, I don't know, evening? It's probably the evening over there. Good day, good day. Yes. Yes. Actually, my neighbor, she's from India. And her boyfriend is also from India. She is gorgeous, my neighbor. Absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous. She's a pilot. She is a pilot. I was like, cool. So cool. Yeah. Yes. And in 1826, they did not have boyfriends. I don't even think that was a term. That wasn't even a term. You were being courted, you were engaged, and then you were married. There was none of that other stuff. None of that other stuff. So ladies, don't be getting that name. You're not anyone's boyfriend. You're being courted, engaged, or married. That's the end of that. Those are the only ones. The term boyfriend is embarrassing. And men will keep you in boyfriend status for as long as they can if they don't like you. If they don't like you, they will keep you in boyfriend status, girlfriend status for as long as they can. Nice to meet you too. Have a good day. And waste your time while they're looking for something better. Or they're looking for a woman that they actually like. So if they're not courting and dating you properly, that's what it means that they don't like you. They actually don't like you and think they can get better. So you just need to ditch them, level up, and go find some more. Go find some more. Go find some more. The only thing, okay, about planning to go live for a long period of time while staying hydrated is I need to go to the bathroom. And I'm like I want to go live for at least an hour and a half, but I need to go to the bathroom. I need to go to the bathroom. Actually, I think I need to go. BRB. Oh, gosh. Oh, I forgot to close my door. I'll be right back. It is snowing heavy out there, guys. Heavy. Heavy, heavy, heavy. Good day. I'm back. I just had to go to the bathroom. I had to go to the bathroom. How's everybody doing today? What are all plans? What are all your plans today? After I get off this live with you guys, I'm going to fill my bookshelf, which you cannot see from here, because I'm tired of seeing my books laying everywhere and getting hurt. And then I'm going to bring up plants that are supposed to be up here. And then I'm going out tonight. Good day, good day. What are your guys' plans for today? What are your guys' plans for today? Yes, AI. That's what we're talking about. Historical dating norms in 1826. Share your thoughts. That's right. Ladies, what are your favorite romance movies or TV shows? Because Bridgerton's a TV show. But when I grew up, it was, well, North and South was kind of a TV show. It was a BBC series, 4 1.5 hour episodes. Oh my gosh, I love that show. Richard Armitage, however you say his last name, got me smitten. But anyways, so yeah, yeah, how it was then, right? Like the ladies, it was a known fact, okay? It was a known fact, like the standard that everybody knew, right? Is that men provided for the families and for their women and their families. It was a known fact. And no, it wasn't easier for them to make money than it is now. This is like the easiest time to make money. The easiest time. If men are around you are complaining about making money, they're lazy, they like to play video games more than you, and they're stuck in belief systems from people around them. It's the truth, and they don't like you. So I actually saw a reel before I got on here, and she said, do your husband a favor and spend all his money so that way he's encouraged to work more to get more money for you. I thought that was so funny. She was being serious, but being funny at the same time. But it's the truth. It's the truth. If, like, to be honest, ladies, men's lives are boring without us. We are the prize. We're the ones that make everything happen. Babies, the excitement. We get them excited. We have the parts that they want. Okay? Everything about us is what a man wants. Unless, obviously, they're interested in guys, which is fine. But you need to realize that. You are the prize. You're what everything he wants. So stop settling for less. Stop giving your body away for less. For men who won't commit, who won't give you anything, who won't provide, who won't make you feel safe, who won't protect. Don't be doing that. Stop doing that. All right? Stop doing that. Stop doing it. Yes. Welcome, welcome, welcome. The goal today is to be live for at least 1.5 hours to 2 hours. Who would like to join me? Who would like to join me? I need something else in my head. Good day, good day. How's everybody doing? Yes, so back then, men knew 100% that they were 100% in charge of paying for their household, okay? And women knew that too. And the men who liked the women were not afraid to provide that and to prove it. Like in Pride and Prejudice, Mr. Darcy, he would do things on purpose behind the scenes to help Elizabeth. All right? And he would provide her with things and whatever. But that's the kind of stuff. He shouldn't be asked. You know, sometimes you need to ask, but shouldn't be waiting 6 months to get things done. Things should just be done. Provision done, safety done, protection done, everything done before you even think of marrying that guy. Right? Inactivity? What are you talking about? I'm sitting here talking to myself for forever. That's funny. Oh my gosh. Okay, good. I had to verify myself and it just slipped so quickly. How is there inactivity? Could it not hear me talking? Like I went to the bathroom for 5 seconds, but it's been an hour. I think that does that every time an hour, right? Go live. Huh. 5. No. 3. No, 1 to go live between 14 and 1700. So that's 2. Between 2 and 5. Well, I'm a little early, but maybe that's what time we'll go live tomorrow. 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock. Good day, good day, good day, good day. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This weather, man. How's everybody doing? How's the weather where you're all at? Welcome, 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 welcome. My name is Angela. My name is Angela. And if you're new here, my name is Angela. I'm from Ontario, Canada. And last year I read 46 books. And the book boyfriends in those books totally changed my brain chemistry and how I view and work with men in this day and age. And I created a book explaining that, how I used to think, which book boyfriends changed that, all that stuff. And I'm here to help ladies raise their standards to the book boyfriend standard for the men in their lives. And that's right. Men. Not man. Men. So, I had a guy today who wanted to take me out on a date, but wouldn't take me to the keg because he doesn't eat meat. I'm like, it's not all about you, dude. I like the keg. So I was like, he wanted to go for pizza. I'm like, are you kidding me? First date pizza? Like, what are you smoking? Like, if it was pizza at a high-end restaurant, yes. But just to go to a pizza place? No. And that's definitely low money energy right there. Low money energy. But yeah, I'm actually going to see Avatar tonight. I'm so excited. I love Avatar. Love, love, love. I've watched the first one a few times. The second one I've seen, I think, once. And now I'm gonna watch the third. I'm very excited. Yeah, my aunt has a lake house, and she has this big screen TV, and we watched Avatar on there. Loved it. It was so good. It was so good. It was so good. It was so good. Good day, good day, good day. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I don't need to go on this because there's no notifications on there. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How's everybody doing? It is almost lunchtime. Xavier, how are you? I know an Xavier. He works down the street from me. Good day, good day. What do you guys think of this dress? What do you guys think of this dress? What do you guys think of this dress? Does orange suit me? I don't know. I know red suits me, but But does orange suit me? That's the question. I have my sister knows, my sister owns a hair salon, and she knows a seamstress, and she's going to fix one of my jumpers for me that ripped over the summer. She's like, when do you want this back by? I'm like, the spring, please. I could technically wear it now. I could wear it around the house if I wanted. But I'm like, it's something that I like to wear more in the spring. That I wear more in the spring. Yes. So, ladies, stuff that was normal back then and is becoming normal now is the fact that men courted women. Okay? They courted you. There was no boyfriend status. It went from courting to engaged to marriage. All right? And obviously it could end at any time between them, and obviously in marriage too. But it could end at any time if the man lied about anything, and the woman too. If the guy didn't like the woman, whatever. But I'm saying for you, right? The men had to prove that they could provide, not just pretend. Even though it was easy to pretend back then, but you could be in a lot of debt without people knowing, because you could have extravagant balls and have all these fancy clothes, and your women, the women in your life looking like your mom, because men took care of their mom. If their dads weren't around anymore, they would still take care of their mothers. All right. So prime example of that is North and South. His name is escaping me right now, but his father was dead, and he owned a cotton company, and he took care of his mother and his sister until his sister got married. Then she was the responsibility of her husband, but he would obviously still take care of her. But that's just the normal, and it's how it's supposed to be still. So ladies, if men aren't taking care of you properly, don't even think about adult fun. Probably just put them at the end of the roster, get someone new, and we'll move on from there. Yes, and if you're looking for places, I don't know where you're from, but if you're looking for places to find these men, Russell Hartley likes to say that go places where they have paywalls. All right, so clubs, gym memberships, though it's not really encouraged to date somebody at the gym. Because if you break up, or if he turns out to be a dusty, you're going to have to see him all the time. So yeah, business meetings, breakfasts, stuff like that, where businessmen will be at. Restaurant bars that are in a rich part of town that businessmen would be going to for lunch. Stuff like that. Golfing. Learn to golf if you want. I like water stuff, so I may join the yacht club when it's springtime. But yeah, stuff like that. Be a regular somewhere. Be a regular somewhere where there's rich people, wealthy people, and yeah, they will start to talk to you. Yes. Oh my gosh. Sweet, I just got a new follower on Instagram. Great. Thank you. How's everybody doing today? If you are a lady and you are, well, I'm only speaking to ladies. So ladies, if you're looking for a way to make passive income, I have that for you in about a month. I have a online global marketplace that's going to be launching, and you get paid continuously every month for the one-time investment. And I will show you how to make sure that increases every month and throughout the month. And it's easy. You talk to your girlfriends like we already do. Whenever you like something, you talk to your girlfriend and you share those things. So it's as easy as that. We help other women create passive income for their lives so they can glow up, raise their standards, and everybody wins. Everybody wins. It is great. And it's the best passive income online. You don't have to sell products. You don't have to buy products. They actually pay you to buy products off their site. So until your commissions hit high enough to buy your own, just use the money that they give you. And it's out of the money that you've already invested. So it's not a big deal. So basically it's like you've already used it. But anyways, yeah. If you want to join that, know when it's ready, go to the link in my bio, put your name in my VIP, and I will send you that information when it is ready. Yes, good day, good day. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? This thing. Like, be a proper V. Be a proper V. Be a proper V. Good day, good day. Where's everyone today? Where is everybody today? You guys are quiet. Hello, hello, YouTube. You guys are quiet. So quiet. And don't tell me it's during the day, because I've seen other people be live, and their lives are hopping. Good day, good day. Good day, good day, good day, good day. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. I think it's been almost, that's 90. All right. I can talk to myself for another 12 minutes. Good day, good day. So there really isn't much to it. There really isn't much to it, all right? So they court the ladies that they're into, and they would probably court more than one. I can see them courting more than one, but anyways. But the goal is to be courted, not boyfriend, not girlfriend status, to be courted, to be dating. Okay, the same thing. All right. What does this say? Ooh, good. No, I don't want to co-host. I want to know. I want to use my flair. Oops. Hello, hello, hello. All right. So how it was in the 1826 to now, right? How all those standards are coming back. My cat wants in. Is women were courted, so you must be courted, okay? by the men in your life. And I mean men, yes, you're supposed to be more than one, more than three, probably. Okay, depending on the caliber of the men that you have and the type of life that you want. Okay, so they need to be courting you, and they need to be courting you for a while before they get mattress fun. Okay, no three free meals and then expect to be rolling around on that mattress. Okay, they need to be courting you for a while, because the truth is, if they are expecting mattress fun, adult fun, Bible study, whatever you want to call it, with just 3 free meals, they don't actually like you. Okay? They just want to sleep with you, and they will do the extra courting, spend the extra money on the women that they like. Okay? So once the gifts, the money, the courting stuff stops, they go to either at the end of the roster or they're just cut. Okay? And if they stop talking to you for a short time, charge them a reaccess fee. Or if you need to block them for a certain amount of time or something because they're not acting properly, they need to pay an unblocking fee. I've actually blocked 4 guys the other day. Okay? Gave them an unblocking fee. I had a guy who was expecting, this guy's liked me for a while, and he was expecting like pictures and all this stuff without doing anything for it. And I was like, dude, like, what is your deal? Why do you keep asking for this stuff and you're not giving me anything in return? And so I blocked him. I put a block fee. So when he pays that, I may or may not decide to unblock him. Who knows? All right. And so during those times, there was only courting, engaged, and marriage. There was no such thing as boyfriend. Okay? Men will waste your time. They will waste your life. I have an example of that. There's somebody that I know, that I knew, who is in a relationship with somebody, and he cheated on her all the time. All right? Cheated, and she knew he was cheating on her because they've talked about it. But she still stayed with him. And I think they've been together like 9 or 10 years now, and he's finally marrying her because I feel like he just can't find better. And that's usually what it is. They're going to try it because nothing makes a man more confident than having a woman at home. Okay? And so he felt confident with her at home, and he was trying to find better. And after 10 years, he couldn't find better, so he just decided to marry her. I don't know if they'll even get married. I just know they're engaged. But I feel for her because my family actually knows her, so. But hopefully she'll watch someone's social media talking about how he just wasted her life, and she'll ditch him because he definitely is a dusty. At least he was when I knew him. Yes. He was doing Uber Eats. And I'm not going to say that doing Uber Eats automatically makes a man a dusty. Okay? Because when I had to go to the hospital, I was talking to a nurse, and she said that her husband, for extra money, would do Uber Eats. So it can be an extra side thing that men do. But he definitely was a dusty. Ugh. Ugh. He had cockroaches in his house. Oh my gosh, it was so gross. Oh, freaking snow outside. I need to watch something that's set in the summer. Actually, I am. The book I'm reading called The Homewreckers. It's a renovation book about renovation with romance in it, and it's set in Savannah, so it's hot weather. I'm going to listen to that while I put my bookshelf together. And then get ready for the evening. Maybe have some lunch. And yeah. Good day, good day. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Is it my dress? Is that why it's so quiet on here today? You guys don't like my dress? This color doesn't look good on me? As you guys are so quiet. You're so quiet. Good day, good day. Good day, good day. My name is Angela. I'm from Ontario, Canada, and we're talking today about how the standards from the 19th century are becoming a thing for every woman because we're not divided into classes anymore. There's not high-end ladies titled, right? We're all the same, at least here in Canada, US. Some parts of Europe, I think there is still titles, but here there isn't. And all women should be expecting the same treatment. And all men need to be leveling up their money and their minds and their beliefs so they can get the women that they want and stop being mad at women because they're just staying at home and playing video games and expecting to have a high caliber woman and then getting mad. I actually had a guy that I was talking to this morning, and he was all, oh yeah, I don't do lip service. If that's the type of guy you're looking for, I'm not the one. And I said, I've been asking you to prove that you're not all about lip service, and you haven't done that yet. And he's like, oh. I'm like, that's right. I knew you were broke, buds. Don't talk to me. And he was like, nope, nope, nope. All right, I'm going to be on for like maybe another 5 minutes. Maybe another 5 minutes. Hello, hello, hello. That's snow, though. Hello, how are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. My name is Angela. Doing the wrong thing, yeah. Welcome, welcome. Oh. What did I do? How did I do that? There's like live journeys on here. Up next, quick pass. I don't know. Between 2 and 5 for 45 minutes. Between 2 and 5 for 45 minutes. Should I come back today and go live at 2? Get my bookshelf done. Get my bookshelf done. Be back at 2. I'm assuming if it's telling me to do that, that's the better time for me to go live, is from 2 to 5. It actually works well for me. Welcome, welcome. 2 to 5. maybe I already passed that level. Okay. Hello. Who's here on YouTube and not talking to me?